Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques Gaines from Jacques Gaines Photography. I got shot out and I don't know what exactly happened there, but it just did happen. So what can I do? For some reason, my computer seems to be just losing. I don't know what happens, but it just stops working. It just freezes, completely freezes. I think I might have way too many peripherals on my system. It just, I think that's basically the case. But I was doing a live stream video on the XT2 and the XT20. Before I start, I'm going to start over. I'm going to redo this whole friggin' thing. Before I start, I just want to tell you guys, I am pixel peeping today the XT2 and the XT20. And I will be showing you a lot of what's going on. But before I start, I just want to tell you this station is about the journey getting there. Not only photography, but the actual journey getting there. And if you can, I want you guys to go and check out my behind the scenes with Angie at Cirque and the shooting we did there. It was a lot of fun. And also, make sure you check out Blue Red. Blue Red is a cool video I did. It's more artistic. It's basically just an artistic endeavor. And I hope you guys do like it. It was a lot of fun to do. Now, how do I get rid of that? My lens is so... Yeah, that don't work. Whatever. So I'm just going to go through. I can't believe I'm doing this whole video again. This is crazy. Okay, here we go. And if it crashes this time, it's over. So I just want to show you guys a bit the XT2 and the XT20 on this Angie photo shoot and how it went really well. I just want to tell you guys that between the XT2 and the XT20, there's not that much difference in terms of the innards, the inside of the actual camera. Both sensor processor wise are relatively the same. You lose out on visor size and a lot of ergonomic things and a couple of features that on the XT20 that you do not have on the XT2. But I just want to show you a couple of images that show the quality of the XT20 as well. Now, right here, we're looking at, oh yeah, I wanted to mention also that there's some great images you can get off the XT, the actual 55 to 200 millimeter lens. It really does kick ass. It's an excellent lens. So I will show you a couple of these shots right here. Were all taken with the 55 to 200 in this lighting situation. Now, we were using continuous lighting at Cirque. Angie was my model on this one. It was kind of cool. I don't know where to start because I'm repeating the whole live stream. This is crazy. So I guess I'll just tell you guys about the 55 to 200. So the 55 to 200 is relatively sharp. If you go in here and look, now I'm shooting from far away. I'm using the autofocus on this, I believe. Is it the XT2? Or yes, I'm using the XT2. So I'm using the joystick and I focused in on her eyes. And even though it's relatively dark, I still got some pretty sharp images on this. So it's kind of cool. Dana Williams, that's funny. Dana says, didn't you sell your camera and switch to the iPhone? Dana, I'm impressed with the iPhone and the portrait mode. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that I had to get one. I had to have it. It's not like the X100, right, Dana? That's too funny. So listen, yeah, so here we go. So I'm looking at this. And you can see that that lens is quite a sharp lens. It's a nice lens. It really does a great job. It's really quite good. So let's look at some of the images with the 55 to, yeah, these are all the ones with the 55 to 200. If we go in and look at these, they are dead sharp. Look at this right here. See that little green thing? That's a lens flare from the continuous light. Here's some more lens flaring right here. I love it. I love that stuff. A lot of people don't get into it. I think it's great. Those imperfections bring in dimension. That's a lot of fun. And over here we switch to the XT2 and the, oh, we're still on the 55 to 200. I'm backed out on this. Those are some great shots as well. Here we change to the XT20. And what I wanted to say about this is that I'm actually below Angie. Like she's hanging on her hoop, and below her I'm laying on the floor taking these shots. This right here is the XT20 with the Fujinon 56mm f1.2. And you can see this is like dead ridiculously sharp. That's crazy, but that's the 56mm lens. But, you know, I put it on the XT20 and I still got a great shot. Let's just make sure I'm talking sense here. Yes, XT20 right here. Shooting at f1.2, 1/500th of a second. So I can freeze time. That's cool. These are also shots. Look at that. Look at the great stuff. I'm really, really happy with this shoot. I'll try to go in here. You know, that's pretty sharp. Now, right here we're having problems, but I think a lot of lenses have problems with that little purple thing going on. That purple man. I don't care what anyone says. I was speaking to Amar about that, Amar Talwar, the other day, and I was telling him that sometimes sensors have a problem with purple, and this is Sony across Sony, Canon, all of them. They get screwed up and don't know what's going on. Is it blue? Is it purple? I mean, if you guys have the same problem as me sometimes, please tell me. What is this? Love your stuff. Thank you, Danny. You would be hard pressed to take a bad picture of this. Yeah, no doubt. I have to admit, yeah. She's great. Her eyes are gigantic, by the way. When you see her, it's like actually stunning. You'd be surprised. Angie's eyes are quite enormous. And it also brings out, it's a cool aspect of her as a circus artist. I just wanted to talk a bit about her uniform here. It looks like a normal corset, guys, but I'm just telling you that it actually has straps in the whole bit. And it's quite a rough corset. You know, it's actually military grade. I mean, these people are very athletic and they move around. So a lot of the costumes they make are designed so that they don't fall off during their number. And they can cost between $2,000 and $5,000. So I thought that was interesting. But this shot is a lot of fun. I think I could even rotate this and come up with something really cool. Control open bracket. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, like that. So control close bracket is like that. Control open bracket. That's a cool picture. Yeah, I can do some stuff with this, move it around and do some great stuff. Now, this is the exact same shot as this. It's the same height. She's the same height away, but instead of using the 56, I used the 18 to 55 on this one right here. So she's further away and I pick up the lights on the ceiling. Again, as I said, I'm laying down on the ground and shooting upward, and that is what I'm getting. These are also great shots. Remember, these circus artists spend their days learning how to perform. Therefore, when you shoot a circus artist, they just know what to do. If you tell them, I need a sensual look, I need this, they'll just do it in a second, man. It's just crazy. Yes, it is sharp, guy. I mean, the 55-200 is sharp. Obviously, when we go back to this one right here, it's the 56 1.2. That's ridiculously sharp. It's almost doesn't even make any sense. Okay, back here. That's Angie on. Now this, I believe I'm using a wide angle. I'm using the 18 to 55 again on the XT20 on this one. And again, guys, look at this. Look at this. That is sharp ass. This is existing light. I also, now, remember the 18 to 55 also has a stabilizer? It's just so that you know that. It has a stabilizer on it as well. So it keeps your image, even if you're shooting at a slower shutter speed, you don't get that shake. Oh, what's going on here? Look at that. Let it load. Give it a second. I'm at 200%. That's why. It's even pixelizing. There you go. There's the butt shot. And Now, again, back to the luxury of having a lighting guy. Just wanted to mention that here, what happened was I was able to call out warm light. Angie was working on something with a number of, she was using the music of Summertime by George Gershwin. And so she needed something that was more warm. I just called it out, man. I had no lights, no flashes, nothing. Didn't have to do any of that. Just said, hey, guy, can you give me warm lighting? Poof, took them 2 seconds. And these people work in these places for hours on end. So it's kind of cool. Keep on going. Yeah, there's some great shots in here. This is where I decided to use a flash. And again, obviously, because I'm pushing my aperture in, I'm getting absolute and ridiculous sharpness in this. She was swinging away on that. So these are a lot of the shots that I like the most. And I find that they are a testament as to the sharpness of the 55 to 200, 3.5 to 4.8, guys. You are saving money, and I am the first to say it's not a 5140. There's no doubt about it. It's not a 5140, but it is a great lens. It really is a sharp lens, and if you have the light, you're okay. If you have to open up wide, it might be a bit different, and I am not sure where its sweet spot is. This is the XT2 with the 55 to 200. Again, shots are great. You guys don't, now again, I'm going to mention it one more time. Don't forget to check out this. It's the behind the scenes at the Cercaloise with Angie. I talk a bit more in detail about the actual shoot. And on this one, it's just an artistic video called Blue Red. It's basically Angie dancing in light. Most of this session was video, and a bit of it was actually photo. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, so you know, go on the channel, check it out. I encourage you guys, go check it out on the channel. You're going to see some really, really fantastic shots out there, and a lot of great video on the channel. They're the last 2 videos I made before this one, if you look on the list of the videos. This was also a cool shot. Again, I'm below her, and we're getting some cool shots. These are wides that I haven't developed yet, and if I pixel peep them, I got to go check what I'm using on this. That's the XT20, the 18 to 55, but far away, really far away. I have not developed or done anything with this, but it's also very cool. These are also some cool shots. Now, I cannot stress enough, and I'm just going to mention this before I leave you guys, because I'm not going to stay that much longer, but I cannot stress enough, guys, how important it is if you get live lighting, make sure you have a backlight in the back, shining directly into the camera. Don't be afraid of silhouettes. Let them happen. Don't be afraid to blast your shots in exposure with that light in the background, because you play with where that light is and where the body of the person is hiding the light to come up with some really, really cool shots. You can see them all here. Like, look, her face hides the light and you get stuff like this. I mean, it's just crazy. And this, believe it or not, I put this on my Instagram and I got tons of people from religious organizations saying they liked it. But believe it or not, it actually is not. The bell's ringing, guys. But this is just by chance, this photo. It's not her holding a light in her hand. It just happened that way. So guys, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget, keep on making something from nothing. And thanks for watching, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Man, listen to that thing go.